They don't ever wanna listen to this real talk. So some nights I step, and all I ever think about is how this life ain't fair. So some nights I step, and all I ever think about is how this life ain't fair.
Yo, 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 welcome to the podcast. My name is Briel Jones, and this is Feel the Breeze podcast. Feel the Breeze is, feeling my vibes, feeling the energy. I got great energy, smile, drip, as you can see, you know what it is. And how I got the podcast name was, Feel the Breeze, feel the vibe. But Breeze, I put my play into, my name and my nickname. And I was like, Feel the Breeze. That sounds dope, man. And I just got it. I love jet skis. I love water. My favorite, amusement park is water country. So, shout out to water country too, man. Y'all need to send me some tickets, yo. I mean, some season pass tickets. That'll be life. That'll be a great thing for me. All summer, all exclusive pass for just Briel Jones and his family or friends or whatever. So, but anyways, man, I just want to thank the subscribers and, people checking in. I thought about doing a podcast for at least a year and a half. I just love podcasts. I watched my favorite podcast, Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden podcast. Oh man, things are hilarious. Maul, Parts, Rory, Joe. I mean, Savon, the Don. Scream Man. So and then I tune into the 85 South Show podcast whenever I can. Them guys are hilarious. That's a good vibe for me. I'm also tuned into the Brandon Marshall podcast. I think it's called I Am Athlete. That's pretty dope. Every now and then I try to check in and Jamel Hill podcast. That's pretty dope on Spotify. So, I listen to, like, when I'm taking a road trip, I like to listen to podcasts, like, just to keep my mind going and, I like to see people's, thinking, their ideas about certain situations or opinions or anything. So, I just thought about, I was like, man, I need to just put my opinions out there, try to get, things going. So, this is the introduction. Welcome to the podcast. I would just like to say, again, thank you for, viewing this podcast. As you can see, I got the Dre beats and, shout out to them. Y'all need to send me a bag too, man. Shoot, I've been loyal to y'all for a minute, good old minute, So, shout out to y'all, so episode 1, the introduction. I would like to say, man, if you want to learn about me, I've done a lot of, great things in my life and, crazy life. And it's, this Corona just, sparked me to do a podcast, man. So, also, a little bit by myself, my name is Briel Jones. I, as you can see, I kind of like jewelry a little bit. I'm starting to get into the Cuban chain. So if you know anything about, Cuban chains, let me know. I want to get a little bit more into that. As you can see, I'm a, kind of UNC fan. So shout out to them guys, like glasses too, gold frames, Bluetooth headphones. So, I'm 25 years old, still trying to figure out life, still trying to, get myself together, think positive every time, every day, do something positive. I'm working out, building my confidence. It's Corona, man. It's Corona, man. That unemployment years. I was wilding with that, Jane. I'm gonna be real, man. This is a real podcast. Man. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. That unemployment, man. I was saving though. I wasn't wilding like, other people out here, spending that money on, designer clothes and stuff. I'm like, man, we ain't going nowhere, yo. Like, y'all wilding. So I mean, I saved it, One time I really spoiled myself was my birthday, birthday June 27th. So, keep that in your calendar. So, you cash out your boy anytime, cash out money sign. Briel Jones, So, but anyways, just going off topic, uh, you know, 25, just trying to figure out life. Fortunately, you know, I had to relocate because of Corona. I didn't know my, you know, financial situations, everything going on with the Corona and job situation. Formerly I was just 2 years at Randolph College in Lynchburg, Virginia, coaching women's basketball. So shout out to them. Uh, you know, but unfortunately, I had to move and relocate and, move in with my parents. So, still trying to figure out life right now, getting myself together. Um, just trying to figure it out. Uh, so, right now I'm just thinking what I want to actually do. So getting a podcast started was, something that I, thought about and I wanted to do. I literally, and one another thing about me, man, I watch YouTube interviews all day. You can ask my parents, my friends, people that's close to me, man. I can watch literally YouTube interviews all day. So that's why I was like, man, I might as well start my own podcast. People always, people got their own podcast and they wanted to take a risk. So I'm like, man, life is all about taking risks. And I just want to try, keep it simple right for right now. I don't know if I want to continue to keep doing this, but, it's a lot to go into this podcast. So, so I want to stay with it, every now and then. So I'm definitely going to have guests on here every now and then. So, tune in. I have an idea, for Wednesdays, working women Wednesdays. I want to have, guests just, being, women bosses, so I want to, working Wednesdays. I got an idea for that, um, Mondays, motivation Monday, uh, so, and then just Fridays, either family or friends on the podcast. So, uh, so it's going to be different types of guests. Let me know what types of guests do y'all want on here. If y'all know anybody around Virginia, locally that wants to get on the podcast and, wants their brand to be out and, so I'll send an email out to everybody or, you comment below, let's get this thing started. But, just jibber jabberish, getting this thing started, man. But yeah, a little bit boring about myself too. You know, growing up, history was my favorite subject, man. I love history, dog. I can watch documentaries all day too. Just learning about, people being here before us, man. It's so crazy, like to think about that. Like, wow, people was literally here before us, before we were born, and they did some major things about this technology, which is crazy, man. So, going on history, and then I love basketball. Basketball's favorite sport, man. WNBA and NBA is the best leagues in this world, man. So, shout out to them for zero positive corona tests. Second, I would say football is my second favorite sport. Third would be baseball. Far as football, y'all gonna be so weak at me right now, but I used to be a Cowboys fan, man, but them boys disappoint me, dog, every season, bro. I just got tired of it. So I'm not officially 2020. I want to put this on record. 2020, from the rest of my life, I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore. They just like being mediocre, man. The organization, Jerry Jones, just likes being mediocre, man. So I'm all about, competing, trying to win every year, and they're just satisfied with just, being that. So I'm officially done being a Cowboys fan. I'm done. But I watch football just to watch it for fun. It's less stressful now, I tell you that. Less stressful now, I tell you that, man. Definitely. Baseball, my team is the Yankees. Fortunately, we weren't able to make the World Series this year. But for real, I played baseball, but once them boys start throwing about 80, 90 miles per hour, I was like, yeah, ma, I'm done. I ain't trying to get hit by no baseball. You can cancel that. I mean, I'm a multi-athlete, but nah, I ain't trying to get hit in the face. No baseball. No, nah, I'm good. I ain't trying to have no flying. Nah, I can't. I mean, I was good from probably like eight, 7 to 11, but 12, 13, 14. Oh nah, I was done because them boys throwing fast, boy. I'm like, oh nah, I gotta get out of here, man. I can't. I'm good. I'm just stick to basketball and football. I'm good. But you know, I would say once I got to a certain age, once I got to high school, once I got to late middle school, like eighth grade, I started realizing like, man, I don't want to play football, baseball no more, man. I just want to stick straightly to basketball and get it in. Really get it in. So high school, uh, crazy thing is, man, I wish I kind of regret. I didn't. I honestly, I was just so talented at basketball that I really didn't. Only time I worked out was at practice or playing little games outside. But I won't really working out like that. Like that's what I'm gonna tell like athletes now, man. Like if you want to do it and you want to make a career out of it, man, work at it every day, man. Grind every day. Even if you talented at it, man, just grind at it. Just work out. And that's one thing I should have done. Looking back on it, I was just talented. Like I just ain't had to like I wasn't into working out with trainers. I'll just figure it out once we get to practice and my coaches can. I rely on my coaches to teach me and everything like that because I was so good from elementary to middle school. And then high school hit me. I'm like, oh, it's because I never played AAU. So, there's people out there that play AAU since growing up 4, 5 years old till they and in the high school. I never played AAU in a day of my life. All I played was Red League. And then once Red League was over, I went to football. Once football was over, I went to baseball. By the time that I went right back to basketball. I was doing two at the same time sometimes. So it's like I was always active, with different sports, but I never, really focused on, AAU basketball or, just playing basketball all the time like other kids. So I would say once it got to high school, it really hit me and, I was like, oh, this is the real deal. Like I gotta grind. Like this ain't not like high school, elementary, middle school ball, it ain't nothing compared to this. So I'm like, man, I gotta get to it. So uh yeah, high school, JV, um, you know, that was an okay season for me, fresh in the game, fresh in high school, just learning the game of high school basketball. The crazy thing is my friends be like, yo, you remember such and such high school played ball and this and that. I never even paid attention to high school basketball. All I knew was college and NBA when I was a kid. I never really went to high school basketball games games like that because I was just always outside in my neighborhood. We played basketball, but so it won't, it won't really like that. So yeah, I didn't know the intensity of high school basketball until I got there, which is a crazy thing. So um, so but ninth grade was okay, and then that ninth grade summer, man, that's just everything went downhill, man. After that, ended up, you know, fracturing my left tibia, and man, when I see like Paul George and Gordon Hayward and all them guys, break their legs and stuff like that, man, just especially when the tibia injuries, man, I feel their pain. Like it's a nonstop grind, like physical therapy, man, trying to get better, and it shows you who was really there. Like it showed me like who really there for me, man. I want to thank my aunt, my grandma, my mom, my dad, like my grandparents, people some of my friends, just coming over just to, cheer me up, play the video games with me. Cause I was in a wheelchair for about 3, 4, 5 months, man. It was hard, man. Like, I never want to wish that on nobody, dog. Like, it's like when I think on it now, I'm like, how did I get through that? But I did, man. I got through it. I got through it. So shout out to the people that, get through injuries, man. If you need any advice for injuries or anything, man, hit me up, man. Comment below, Just if you want some motivation, man, how I got through it, just let me know, man. Man, it was some hard times. So uh, you know, I worked my way back, sophomore year, and then, middle of the season, actually got a little bit more playing time. So, uh, you know, everything was smooth right there, So, and shout out to Coach Pope, man, Northview High School. So, shout out to him for, being there with me. He came to the hospital when I broke my leg, man. Nobody come, man. I mean, my dad came to see me. My mom was already there, but Coach Pope took the time out of his day, so come see me in the hospital, man. I can't thank him enough, man. So, Coach Pope, man, let him know. So you see this, Coach Pope, thank you, man. I can't thank you enough. So, and then 11th grade year, man, my first, tragedy, man. 11th grade year, tried out for varsity, and didn't make it, man. I don't tell a lot of people this, but it's, keeping it real. I'm keeping it real on this podcast, man. So, yeah, 11th grade, I didn't make it, man. It hurt. It hurt so much, man. I really, now look back at it, I think I went to depression, man. Like, I mean, luckily I went into the coach, he, advised me to, be a student manager. So, I mean, it was okay to be around the team, but man, I wanted to be on that court, man. I just wanted to be there. So, um, just wanted to be there and on the court and just play, man. It didn't feel right. But shout out to all them guys, 11th grade year, man. Y'all deserved it, man. I wish y'all went, I wish y'all won the state championship. That team was so tough, man. Y'all had everybody. I mean, just everything fit. Everything just worked out. Just, I want to say it was Kickinton that, we lost to. So, shout out to all my guys, I ain't speak to a minute, but, shout out to y'all. That was a great season, man. That was a very fun season, even though I was student manager and I want to be on the court. That was a great season. 12th grade year, man, tried out again, man. Now, and I think, now I look back on it, man, I think it was depression, man. I think I gained like 20, 25 pounds that year. Like, man, I'm being real, man. I couldn't tell my homeboy. I couldn't go to the games, man. I couldn't support my guys, man. Like, it hurt me, man. Like, I felt like I deserved to be on that team. I mean, maybe 11th grade year, maybe not, because them guys were good, man. They was good guys. So, 12th grade year, I feel like I should have made the team, man. I just felt like I was good. I mean, I just felt like I should have, made the team. But, the 12th grade year, that was a depressing time for me, man. I just wanted to go out high school with a bang. My mom was telling me to transfer, see if you go to another school and play. I was like, man, all my friends are here, man. It just felt like a family vibe here, man. Like, I enjoyed, high school. I enjoyed my school. I enjoyed my teachers. I enjoyed the environment, friends, associates and everything like that. So I could have transferred, but it would have been a whole new, thing, learning the system and everything. So I should have done it, but, and I want to tell everybody, man, loyalty don't mean, loyalty is good for certain people, man. If you feel, that person giving back to you, then you can give back to them. But if you're not getting that loyalty saying back, and it's time for you to go, man. Go somewhere else that you feel wanted. So, you know, that's all I'm gonna say there. Um, other than that, uh, yeah, man. So after 12th grade year, man, decided to go to ODU. I mean, no, matter of fact, after 12th grade year, graduated. Still trying to figure out things to do with my life, and you know, after that, I was debating that I want to start a business with no money. I was writing down notebooks like what kind of business I want to start, like NBA socks business, selling socks, like Nike Elite socks, pizza shop, like shoe store. Like I was just writing down ideas. I think I still got that notebook, like of what businesses I want to start. I need to look back on those, but yeah, man, I didn't really want to like go to college at first. Like I just felt like college was like, like, and once I got to high school, man, I started to see like all these classes are pointless, dog. Like they don't teach you nothing. Like, I mean, I got by, but it's like the school system, man. It's just, oh, it's crazy, man. They gotta fix this. So yeah, so I went to TCC, started going in. I started seeing people from high school. I'm like, man, nah, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. So fast forward to that, man, I was like, man, I might just do one semester and bang this junk out. Like I might get the 3.0, go hard, man. Get this junk, boom. Got the 3.0, submitted to ODU, you know, was in there like swimming, man, and ODU, man. I miss it so much, man. I miss it so much. Like ODU is a different vibe, man. I'm so glad I'm an alumni there. I met so many great people. I had so many great roommates. Uh, you know, I even had a foreign exchange student my junior year, man. So that was pretty great, man. It made me open my eyes, so I got a connection to, China and, everything. And so I ain't speaking to him in a long time. I need to find him, but so shout out to all, everybody, I met at ODU, man. You know who y'all are, man. I want to shout everybody out, but I can go on for days, man. So, I met so many great people, man. I miss it so much. If I could go back to college and do it all again, I would, except for the homework test. Nah, that's dead ball. Dead ball. No rap cap. Like my boy Doug said, no rap cap. But yeah, man, I miss ODU, man. College. If you go to college for free, now I would say if you can go to college for free and 4 years for free, do that. Do that. College is a great experience. Networking, meeting new people, friends, teachers, professors. So and just getting out there, man. Just meeting new people, man. So um, and now after college, decided I wanted to coach basketball, and I forgot who it was, but somebody put a bug in my ear and told me that, women's basketball is, easier path to get into, get in right away. So, I took a huge risk, after working at a hospital, Centera Norfolk General Hospital for 3 years while going to college. I was like, man, time for a change, ready to start my career, start making money, full-time job, blase. And I took a risk to, move to Randolph College in Lynchburg, which is 3 hours away from where I'm at, and took a risk and enjoyed my time there. But I want to say it was a great experience, learning, there. The women's game is, and, people need to pay attention to women's basketball, man. It's on the up and coming, man. Women are dunking now. Like it's numerous women are dunking now. So y'all need to pay attention, man. It's no joke, no slouch, man. So shout out to all the coaches that's coaching women's basketball. So shout out to y'all, man. I love this game, and I still kind of want to continue, coach basketball, and but I'm still figuring things out. 25. So people, I tell people, I'm like, man, I'm close to 30, man. I gotta get it together. I gotta get this money. People tell me, OGs tell me, like, man, you still young, man. Chill. You got time. Your time is coming, and so I stay patient, pray every day. Eat healthy, work out. Try to stay positive, and whatever God has for me, man, I'm ready to take it. It was on his own. So, you know, um, but yeah, it's a little bit about me, man. Um, you know, comment below, if you have any questions or ideas that you would like to see on this podcast. You know, uh, if you have some, shout out to the local brands around here in Virginia, man. Uh, if y'all got some local brands, clothing brands, send me some stuff, man. I can show off on this podcast, man. So, yeah, man. This is, episode 1, the introduction to me. So more things coming, man. I'll let your boy, But man, I'm glad I finally started this podcast, man. I've just been, procrastinating, just scared, watching YouTube videos. Shout out to the people that's giving out lessons on YouTube, man. Y'all helped me out a lot. So I can't thank y'all enough. Yeah, man. Proud of myself for actually starting this thing, man. Getting together, editing, getting it right, putting out great quality, podcast. So yeah, just let me know who y'all want to see on the next podcast, man. About to get it together, about to get it rolling soon. I'm about to really turn this thing up, man. No jokes, man. I want to be one of the best podcasters out here. So, if you want to support your boy, man, like I said, Cash App, the link below. So I'm about to really turn this thing up, man. Let's go.
So some nights I step, and all I ever think about is how this life ain't fair. So some nights I step, and all I